The land of Egypt was suffering. After the terrible plague of frogs, millions upon millions of them, the air itself had become unbearable. And once again, Moses, the man sent by God, stood before the mighty Pharaoh in his royal palace. Picture this: Moses, staff in hand, eyes blazing with holy fire, his voice echoing through the throne room. "Let my people go," he thundered. "Release the Hebrews, or disaster, greater than anything you've seen, will strike your land again." But Pharaoh, his heart was like stone, cold, unmoved. He rose from his throne, clenched his fist, and with all the pride of Egypt behind him, he declared, "No, I will not set the Hebrews free, never." And so, it began. At God's command, Aaron, Moses' brother, stepped forward. He raised his wooden staff high into the air, and then struck the ground, the dust, the very dust of Egypt. And suddenly, whoosh, the dust came alive. It rose into the air like a living cloud, swirling, transforming. And in an instant, millions, no, billions of tiny gnats filled the entire land. They were everywhere, in people's eyes, in their ears, in their hair. They covered the animals, the cattle, the horses, the sheep. There was no place to hide, no room to escape. Rich or poor, from the palace to the poorest home, everyone was covered in these tiny, tormenting creatures. Now Pharaoh had his magicians, powerful men who could do wonders with their secret arts. They had turned their staffs into serpents. They had even mimicked the plague of blood. But this time, they tried. Oh, they tried with all their might. But nothing happened. Not a single gnat appeared from their magic. They stood there defeated, humiliated. And then something remarkable occurred. These proud magicians, who had opposed Moses from the beginning, turned to Pharaoh, their faces pale with fear, and whispered words they never thought they'd say. This is the finger of God. The finger of God. Even they could see it. Even they had to admit it. This was no ordinary magic. This was divine power. But Pharaoh, even after hearing those words, even after seeing his own magicians admit defeat, his heart remained hard, stubborn, unmovable. He would not listen. He would not obey. But God was not finished with Egypt, not by a long shot.